Navratri 2026 is about to begin. But have you ever wondered why the first day of Navratri begins with the worship of Ma Shailputri? What is the deeper spiritual meaning behind Ghatasthapana, the sacred ritual performed on this day? And did you know that the 9 forms of Goddess Durga worshipped during Navratri are all divine manifestations of the Supreme Mother Ma Tripura Sundari? As devotees of the Divine Mother know, all forms of Shakti originate from the same eternal source. In the sacred tradition of Sri Vidya, Ma Tripura Sundari is revered as the Supreme Divine Mother, the one from whom all forms of the goddess emerge, including the Navadurga worshipped during Navaratri. And the spiritual journey of these 9 days begins with Ma Shailputri, the daughter of the Himalayas, who represents stability, grounding, and the awakening of the Muladhara Chakra. So in this video, we will explore the spiritual significance of Chaitra Navratri Day 1, that is falling on 19th of March, the divine story of Ma Shailputri, the correct Ghatasthapana Muhurat for the day, that is on 19th March 2026, the step-by-step Ma Shailputri Puja Vidhi you can perform at home, the Bhog offered to the goddess, the powerful Ma Shailputri mantra, and the spiritual benefits of worshipping her on the first day of Navaratri. Through this understanding, we begin our Navaratri journey by connecting with the divine energy of Ma Shailputri, which ultimately leads us to the supreme grace of Ma Tripura Sundari. Namaste and welcome to Sri Devi Divine Chants, a channel dedicated to the divine wisdom, chants and sacred teachings of the Divine Mother. Let us now begin our journey into the first sacred day of Chaitra Navratri, the worship of Ma Shailputri. Chaitra Navratri marks the beginning of the Hindu New Year and is considered one of the most spiritually powerful festivals as per Hindu tradition. The first day of Chaitra Navratri is dedicated to Shailputri Mata, the first and foundational form of Goddess Durga. Her worship sets a spiritual tone for the entire 9-day festival and helps devotees to begin Navaratri with purity, stability and inner strength. In 2026, first day of Chaitra Navratri falls on 19th March 2026, which begins with Ghatasthapana, a sacred ritual that marks the formal beginning of Navaratri and the invocation of Goddess Shakti into the puja space. It symbolizes the establishment of divine energy, purity and spiritual stability for the entire 9-day worship. In 2026, Chaitra Navratri once again offers an opportunity to reconnect with divine energy, awaken inner discipline and build a strong spiritual foundation through devotion to Ma Shailputri. Now let's understand the Ghatasthapana date and time. Chaitra Navratri 2026 begins with Ghatasthapana as told before. The sacred ritual that marks the invocation of Goddess Shakti and sets the spiritual foundation for the 9-day festival. Below are the important date and timing details presented clearly for your convenience. So the date, as you all know, it is Sthapana day is 19th March 2026. Ghatasthapana Muhurat. What time will you be doing this Ghatasthapana? Early morning from 6:52 a.m. between 6:52 a.m. to 7:43 a.m. If you are not able to do this at that time, then you can have an alternative timing that is called Abhijit Muhurat, afternoon between 12:05 p.m. to 12:53 p.m. So performing Ghatasthapana within the recommended Muhurat is actually believed to invite divine stability, prosperity and uninterrupted blessings throughout this Chaitra Navratri. Who is Ma Shailputri? Shailputri Mata, also known as Mata Shailputri or Devi Shailputri, is the first manifestation of Goddess Durga. The name Shailputri is derived from two Sanskrit words, Shail meaning mountain and Putri meaning daughter, signifying her identity as a daughter of the Himalayas. She is revered as an earthly incarnation of Goddess Sati, who was reborn as Parvati to reunite with Lord Shiva. As the first Navaratri goddess, Ma Shailputri represents strength rooted in calmness, devotion balanced with discipline, and stability that supports spiritual growth. Her worship on the first day signifies the beginning of the seeker's inner journey. Now let us understand the significance of the first day of this Chaitra Navratri. The first day of this Chaitra Navratri is not just ceremonial, it carries a deep spiritual meaning. This day symbolizes the laying of a strong inner foundation before progressing towards higher spiritual awareness during the coming days of Navaratri. Worshipping Shailputri Mata on this day helps the devotees to establish mental and emotional stability. It helps to begin spiritual practices with discipline and clarity. It helps to remove fear, hesitation, and the inner imbalance that we may have sometimes. It helps us to prepare the mind and body for deeper sadhana. Navaratri begins with grounding, not intensity, and Ma Shailputri embodies that grounding energy. The story of Ma Shailputri actually begins with her previous birth as Goddess Sati, the daughter of King Daksha. Despite marrying Lord Shiva against her father's wishes, Sati remained devoted to her husband. When Daksha organized a grand yagna and intentionally insulted Shiva, Sati could not bear the humiliation of her divine consort and sacrificed herself in the sacred fire. In her next birth, she was born as Parvati, the daughter of the Himalayas, and came to be known as Shailputri Mata. Through intense penance and devotion, she reunited with Lord Shiva, symbolizing the eternal union of Shakti and Shiva. This story teaches sacrifice, unwavering devotion, and the power of spiritual perseverance that values the form, the essence of the first day of Navaratri. Now, when we talk about the appearance and symbolism of Shailputri Mata, try to understand that Devi Shailputri is depicted riding a bull, symbolizing patience, strength, and righteousness. She holds a trident in one hand and that represents protection and the destruction of negativity, and a lotus in the other, symbolizing purity and spiritual awakening. A crescent moon on her forehead reflects calmness, emotional balance, and divine grace. Her form reminds devotees that true strength is steady, composed, and rooted in faith. So let us now try to understand the first day Navratri color and its meaning. The first day of Chaitra Navratri is traditionally associated with the color yellow, a warm and auspicious hue that reflects optimism, enthusiasm, and a new beginning. Yellow is considered ideal for this day as it represents joy and positivity, encourages a cheerful mindset as the festival begins, clarity and wisdom, helping to calm the mind and support focused devotion. It symbolizes spiritual growth and inner illumination. So wearing yellow on the first day of Navaratri is believed to align the devotee's energy with the vibrant and uplifting essence of Ma Shailputri, helping to create a joyful and spiritually receptive atmosphere right from the start of Chaitra Navratri 2026. Now, we would like to talk about the Bhog for Ma Shailputri on the first day of Navaratri. Offering Bhog on the first day of Navratri is a symbolic act of devotion where food is prepared in its purest sattvic form and offered to Ma Shailputri with faith and gratitude. The Bhog should be simple, nourishing and free from tamasic ingredients. Traditionally accepted and widely followed Bhog options for the first day of Chaitra Navratri includes ghee, that is clarified butter, in that pure ghee is considered as the most important offering for Ma Shailputri. It represents nourishment, strength and vitality and is believed to support physical and emotional stability. You can use milk and milk based preparations like lightly sweetened milk dishes symbolizing purity and maternal energy. These offerings actually align with the calm and grounding nature of the goddess. You can offer fresh fruits as they are natural, light and sattvic, making them ideal for vrat observance and divine offering. You can give a sweet preparation which is suitable, like kheer you can give, payasam that we talk about, and it can be prepared without rice or wheat. It's better. Sabudana can be used, makhana, that is a fox nuts, singara, water chestnut flour. This ensures the Bhog remains Rat compliant while retaining its devotional significance. These offerings actually collectively symbolize purity, nourishment, gratitude and the intention to begin Navaratri with discipline and simplicity. More than the variety of food, it is a sincerity and devotion behind the offering that pleases Ma Shailputri. Now let us try to understand the Puja Vidhi at home in the most simplest form. On the first day of Chaitra Navratri, devotees begin their worship with Ghatasthapana, followed by the dedicated puja of Ma Shailputri, the first form of Goddess Durga. This ritual marks the formal invocation of divine Shakti and sets the spiritual direction for the entire Navratri period. The puja should be performed with purity, discipline and devotion, preferably during the auspicious Muhurat. Step by step Ma Shailputri Puja Vidhi is like, begin the day with an early morning bath and wear clean, preferably yellow or light colored clothes. Clean the puja area thoroughly to maintain a sattvic and peaceful environment. Now, Ghatasthapana, place a clay or copper pot filled with clean water on a bed of grains or soil. Add sacred items such as Ganga Jal, turmeric, unbroken rice, which we call it as akshad, and a coin inside the kalash. You can place mango leaves around its mouth and cover it with a coconut wrapped in red cloth. This kalash represents the presence of goddess Shakti. Now, how do you install? Place an idol or picture of Ma Shailputri near the kalash. Light a ghee diya and incense sticks to create a devotional atmosphere. Now, close your eyes and take a sankalp, that is intention for the Navaratri Vrat, if in case you are taking the fasting. Otherwise, you can just spend the day without taking any non-veg. So it depends on the person to person. However, take a sankalp of how do you intend to spend these 9 days, okay, and seeking strength, stability and spiritual growth. Mentally invoke Ma Shailputri and request her presence during the puja. Offering of Panchopachar, offer flowers like chameli, kumkum, akshad, Panchapochar. That in that we have flowers, kumkum, akshad, fruits, and the bhog, the food naivedyam to the goddess. Ghee and milk based offerings are considered especially auspicious for Ma Shailputri. Mantra japa and prayer. Chant the Ma Shailputri mantra with devotion. Repetition of the mantra helps to calm the mind and awaken inner strength. You can chant the mantra 11, 21 or 108 times based on your capacity. And also you can recite the katha and the stuti. You can read or listen to Ma Shailputri story to understand her divine form and spiritual significance. This step deepens the devotion and strengthens emotional connection with the goddess. You can do after that arti and meditation. Perform the arti and spend a few minutes in silent meditation focusing on the root chakra, that is Muladhara, to invoke stability, courage and grounding energy. And then you can conclude the puja by distributing the prasad among family members and maintaining a positive, disciplined mindset throughout the day. So chanting the mantras of Ma Shailputri on the first day helps the devotees to begin the spiritual journey with calmness, stability and inner strength. As the presiding deity of the Muladhara Chakra, Ma Shailaputri's mantras are believed to ground restless thoughts, helps to remove your fear and emotional imbalance. It will help to create a strong foundation for your spiritual growth. So reciting these sacred verses with devotion will purify your mind, strengthen your faith, it will invite divine protection and will have clarity in your life. So below are the important mantras, the prayers, the hymns associated with Ma Shailaputri, traditionally recited during our worship. So the mantra is Om Devi Shailaputrayai Namaha. Om Devi Shailaputrayai Namaha. So this is the Mula mantra. You can chant with devotion. Try to chant 108 times if it's possible. This mantra invokes a gentle yet powerful energy of Ma Shailaputri and is chanted to seek stability, courage and spiritual grounding. Now let us understand the chakra and the planetary association of Ma Shailaputri. You see, this very important point to remember is Ma Shailaputri is associated with the Muladhara root chakra that we now already know, which governs the stability, security and survival instincts in us. Awakening this chakra helps us to feel grounded, confident and emotionally balanced. Astrologically, she is linked with the moon, influencing emotions and mental peace. Her worship helps to reduce emotional turbulence that we have sometimes, and it will help us to promote our harmony in relationships and family life. The spiritual benefits that we talk about Mata is worship of Shailaputri Mata. It will offer both spiritual and practical benefits. It will help to stabilize emotions, strengthen determination, and create a peaceful mental state. Devotees often experience clarity, courage, and renewed faith after sincere worship. As we conclude this first day of Chaitra Navratri, let us remember a beautiful spiritual truth. The 9 forms of Goddess Durga that we worship during Navratri are different expressions of the same Divine Mother. And that is all about the Supreme Shakti, Ma Tripura Sundari, the mother of the entire universe. When we worship Ma Shailaputri on the first day, we begin a sacred spiritual journey. A journey that starts with grounding, stability and inner strength and gradually leads us towards higher spiritual awakening and divine grace. Through devotion, discipline and sincere prayer during these 9 days, we slowly open our hearts to the infinite compassion and blessings of the Divine Mother. May Ma Shailaputri bless you with stability, courage and inner strength. And may the supreme grace of Ma Tripura Sundari guide your life with peace, prosperity and divine protection. Remember, Chaitra Navratri is a journey of transformation. It begins with the grounding of our soul. Worshipping Ma on the first day helps us to establish our strength rooted in calmness and devotion anchored in discipline. So by offering sincere prayers, chanting the Ma Shailaputri mantra, performing puja and understanding a divine symbolism, we are able to and we will be able to lay a strong foundation for the entire Navaratri period and get Mata Shailaputri's blessings. May Shailaputri Mata bless you with stability, clarity and inner strength during Chaitra Navratri 2026.